スケジュールが変更になったという連絡が私や先生たちには回っていませんでした。
Welcome back to Do It Yourself episode 10. This episode was a stark reminder that this is a slice of life. There is cute girls in this anime doing cute things, but this is a slice of life, meaning when everything is sunshine and rainbows, life will eventually slap you down into place to balance out the world. And this is what happened to girls in Do It Yourself. They were all happy. They were picking up their materials that they needed for their treehouse. And what did they find out? That, by the way, all your stuff is gone because you happened to park it beside trash. Trash that was going to be picked up. Haruko sensei knew it was going to be picked up, but she didn't realize the date got moved up. And because she didn't know that, she wasn't able to warn them, and thus their stuff was gone. But reality, I would say, you probably shouldn't have put it there to begin with. That was where the problem was. You should have probably put it by the clubhouse if they were allowed to. I know there's grass there, so maybe putting it on the grass might kill it. But that's more just realistic thinking versus this is an anime and this is how the plot line was actually going to go. So we have all the girls looking mighty depressed. Every one of them. I love Jobko having her seaweed in her mouth all the time. She really loves those things. She's addicted. And then we have she here with a hammer, which I would be pretty afraid of her being sad and holding a hammer. Not to say she's going to go around and smack people with it. I just prefer she would put that down. That's all. Just a little nervous. If I was there, I'd let him do it. Just because we had the materials, it disappeared on us, so we tried. We tried, right? Let's move on. We got to build this sucker. Not everybody has the time in the world. I know Jobko said she's got to leave soon. We have Pudding here trying to help out Jobko, but Jobko is depressed, didn't want to take a bath, crawled up into her hammock, and just laid there all night. And then we have Pudding here that thought, you know what? Let me go look for some wood because maybe I can give this to Serufu and then they can go and get more materials. So I didn't realize this because I was watching this late at night, but this actually is a bowling alley piece of wood. You can see that there with the 3 arrows, your guide arrows when you throw a ball. I know some people don't know that. And I also thought about this. I'm like, I wonder if that bench had that slick kind of deal to it, or does it wear off after a certain amount of time? I just think it'd be neat that they had a bench that they were sliding back and forth on. Though I feel like your pants would feel all weird after that. You get that gross bowling ball feel. She steps over to Serufu's house.
もちろんよ。セルフはお部屋よ。
She is so cute. Look at that lady. I just love her. She's great. I love how she makes an appearance.
お邪魔するわね。ポチ、タマ、ミート。
And I thought to myself, I was like, I thought she said she was allergic to them unless she was just joking around and just using that as a way not to come over to Serufu's house. Not really sure of all that. But she was sitting there in that room. She wasn't sneezing. I think we got a liar here. We had Serufu on there. It looked like she just lost the Super Bowl NBA championship.
まあいいかって。いつものように前向きに。
We have Serufu waking up and reminiscing about the times on this bench. It was really cool. So she was eating some candy there. The towel goes flying. Serufu wakes up, remembers his memories, jog back her to real life. Serufu looks at Pudding and was like, you know what? We are thinking the same exact thing. You the best. You my best friend. I love the multiple amount of meats that were showing in the dream. It actually sounds really weird to call them meat.
好きだったんだ。これ。
Serufu was petting that little plaque there for her and Pudding, just commemorating that bench. I wonder if she thought in her mind that, you know what, Pudding didn't care as much about the times that they spent together. Didn't care about that actual bench. Because remember, earlier on in this anime, she is saying about building a bench. And with that, Serufu decides that she's going to go to school. She's energized. She's ready to go. And she's going to tell everybody her plan. She brings along Pudding's bench that she has, which I feel like got a lot shorter being put into that backpack. And while she's going to school, of course, she is not going to pay attention. So the girls decided to make some posters that they are going to put up at the stores and school, probably around town. And you see it right here. These are all hand drawn, which is pretty nuts because when you look at it, I feel like the do-it-yourself club should just become the art club. They are really good at what they do. That is amazing. I can't imagine in my wildest dreams that I would be able to draw a picture like that. And that wasn't just the only one. Here is this one as well. I mean, look at the shading, the textures. It's super nice. I don't know what's happening here, but if you can't get the materials for this, please just go into art. I think you might as well invest in that. It's pretty amazing that they can do this. Jobko, she's putting this stuff on the internet to find people that are willing to give up some of their lumber. The cool part is the school started getting into it. The girls were looking to bring in stuff from home. The older ladies at Waku Waku Wanwan, that sounds very songy. I feel like you put that into a song. The ladies there were looking into giving some of their stuff that they have as well. And I think this was somewhat creepy. I don't know what other people thought. So I don't know if I just want someone walking by and looking through my fence and seeing what I have over there. Just a little weird. But hey, you know what? If that works out, I mean, these are high school girls, so maybe it's not as creepy to have that happen. I just wouldn't want that to happen ever in my life. There was a reply back to Jobko and her internet request. We had she pick it up because she is super strong compared to the other girls. So as you can see here, there were odd pieces of wood. But she also did get some sasadango, which I decided to look up because I'm tired of watching these anime and not knowing what this stuff actually is. Sasadango is rice cakes filled with red bean paste and wrapped in bamboo leaves. I'm not a fan of red bean paste, but you know what? If that lady offered it to me, I would eat it. I would try it out. The girls head back to the beach to collect more items. We have Haruko sensei as well that came along with. She also did remind them that please don't hurt yourself. There are these jellyfish in the water, and we know what's going to happen because we have Serufu staring at said jellyfish. No one decided to pee on her hand. I do like this picture there of Jobko holding the jellyfish on a stick. Now they have a bunch of their stuff. It wasn't everything that they needed though, but they put it beside the clubhouse and they labeled it do it yourself this time, do not throw away. Haruko sensei rolled up to the do it yourself club with the rest of the needed lumber. The lumber came from the OGs, which are the old girls.
そうだったんですか?
言ってませんでしたか?
Haruko sensei started reminiscing about the time when they had so many members. They were actually building the clubhouse. They couldn't fit all the people in there just because there was so many. And you could see her just thinking about that great time that she had in school. And even though those girls left the do-it-yourself club, left the school, they graduated and moved on with their life, they still like doing do-it-yourself projects, which is why they had all that lumber laying around. So it's really cool to see that clubhouse being used again by this current generation. We have Serufu who noticed that Pudding was looking out the window. This isn't official yet, but Pudding will be helping out with building the treehouse. Doesn't say yet if she is part of the club. Episode 11 is DIY means do it yourself. If this is any indication like the other episodes where we're possibly going to be seeing all the different steps into building a treehouse. We saw that with the coffee drip. We saw that with the tablet holder. So it should be a lot of fun to watch this actually take place. I wonder if you could actually build a treehouse after watching this next episode. I don't believe it'll go that in depth, but hey, do it yourself. We'll see what actually goes from there. Again, another lovely episode. Love the anime, love the art, love the music. The friendship in here is really nice, and it also shows you to be a little bit positive. something I really enjoyed watching at 11:30 at night. It definitely picked me up from the day I was having. So as always, I'll see you again on episode 11.